All right, on the line right now we have Ramona Smith. She's running as a mayoral candidate in the city of Rome. Good morning, Ramona.
Good morning.
I just we will acknowledge here on WIBX in full disclosure that host of our show, Bill Keeler, on Keeler in the Morning, who, if I can add, does some fantastic video work, is doing some commercial television production for one of the candidates in the Rome mayoral race, that being Jackie Izzo. So, Ramona, we just wanted to acknowledge that with you on the air, and of course we will be nothing but fair in this interview, but we needed to acknowledge that.
Except for me.
Yeah, right.
I'm kidding.
Good morning.
Ramona, good morning. Why should you be the next mayor in the city of Rome?
Why do I want to be? I'm sorry.
Yeah, why should people vote for Ramona Smith on the 10th?
Okay, first of all, I'm a native of Rome, and I really care about our community and community members. I'm concerned with the lack of job development here, the lack of a business-friendly environment, the lag in projects. There's many issues. Lack of vision in this community. I want to take a leadership role, but I also have 12 years of experience working as a city councilor, serving my 4th Ward constituents, looking at the issues, not only in my ward, but in the city in general. And I have a good record with these people. And part of that is their support, giving me 66% of the vote in every district in my ward. So that is a vote of confidence. It does tell you that I'm doing my job. In addition to my city work, I also have a professional background. Okay, I've worked for years as a human resource director, business partner, working with anyone from entry-level jobs up to the high-tech jobs. So these are the areas that I think I have experience in, and that some of the other people running don't have the well-rounded skill set.
Yeah. And what are your thoughts on last week's announcement? And is Rome has Rome been a part of this as far as you can see?
The nano.
Yeah.
That's wonderful news for our area, for our region. We need to keep that in perspective. That will be a combination of about, I believe, 1,400 jobs coming over probably the next 5 years. They're not going to all come at once. Is Rome a part of this? We might get a small part of those people. We really need to prepare for them. We don't have the right housing stock right now. So there are some issues.
And what is that? Each of the candidates that we've had on has talked about the housing, and it is an issue where you have a lot of the older homes, and this is all post base, right? So there's how many vacant homes are on the market right now? It's a pretty large number, and in Rome,
well over 400.
Yeah.
Because as I've been walking and campaigning, even in the good areas, the beautiful homes in our city, many of those homes are going up for sale, and that is a concern.
And then you talk about we don't have the housing stock. So is this that younger worker that they're talking about?
That's the young workforce that doesn't want the little picket fence, mowing the lawns on the weekend. It's for those people who want to have all the amenities around them. They don't want the responsibility of the homeowner. And that's something that we need. We have to have something for everyone. Yeah. But we need to include those people in our plans if we want to draw them to our community. But there's more than just housing project, because I am a recruiter, okay? And we do recruit people to our area from other states. And I did have a gentleman a year ago, and this has happened over and over again, came to the company that I work for, stayed in Rome for about 2 months while his children finished up school in the area he came from. And when I asked him if I could help him find a place in Rome, he said no. And I said, can you tell me why? And he says, well, he said, your taxes are high, you don't have the amenities that we're looking for, and I don't like what I see in your school system. So those were the 3 issues that he brought up, and certainly 3 things that as a community we need to look at. Is it the way we market our community? We need to take a look at what are we doing wrong? How do we market our community in a more positive way?
Yeah. Well, the problem, of course, is that once you you lose all of that, once the base and all of a sudden the population withers away, that tax burden seems to fall on a smaller group of people, and that is always it's always difficult. Big challenge. Manaski.
Ramona, I have a question about. You've been on the council, as you mentioned, for about a dozen years. So you've seen the previous administration, Jim Brown, and then now Joe Fusco. What's not being done as it relates to economic development, maybe that you've seen in the past, or some ideas you'd bring to the table? I know the economy is a major issue in this election.
Yes, the economy is a major issue as you look around our city. What's not being done is there's some transparency missing in certain areas. We have had grants that were available for the past 4 years since the new administration has been in, and those grants, right now we're seeing the Navigation Center come up, the walking trails along the Mohawk. That was all grant money under the other administration. My question is, why did it take them so long? Where was their vision?
Yeah.
With business, if you don't act right away, and in business, you really have a timeline that you're meeting. We have lost a lot by not putting those buildings up and the trails up.
There is we just talked to Mayor Palmieri in Utica, and one would say, boy, this guy is just, he really had nothing to do with all of the big change that has come in. There's an arterial project, a hospital project, the Comets, and the list goes on. Yet he's reaping the benefits of a time that seems to be a big turnaround. There's been a commercial that's been running in Rome with the mayor's administration, and I know their economics development people are out talking about how the area has bounced back. It doesn't Mayor Fusco really enjoy the same type of coincidental fortune that Mayor Palmieri has?
Well, it could be to a point. Yes, to a point, absolutely. But I heard Mayor Palmieri talking about future grants.
Right. Yeah.
What do we have right now? What can they show? What is their plan for the next 4 years? Where are the grants so that we can follow that road?
Got it. All right, we're talking to Ramona Smith. And Ramona, you'll be a part of the debate coming up next week?
Yes, I will.
And that will be over at the Capitol Theater, and our very own Christine Bellino will be on the panel as well. So.
Oh, great.
All right. Thank you so much, Ramona, for coming on. This is the home stretch. The primary's coming right around the corner.
Yes, it is.
All right. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.